The air in the apartment felt heavy, like it was holding its breath. I stood by the kitchen counter, my fingers tracing the edge of a chipped mug, the one she always used for her chamomile tea. Her voice still echoed in my head, soft but slicing. "I'm not ready to commit, Ben. Not yet. But please wait for me." The words had landed like a punch I didn't see coming, and now, hours later, I was still reeling, staring at the engagement ring I'd hidden in my sock drawer for months. Its tiny diamond glinted like a secret too fragile to keep. I wanted to scream, to demand answers, but instead I'd smiled. A tight, hollow smile that felt like betrayal to my own heart. "Okay, Lena," I'd said, my voice steady despite the storm inside. "I'll wait." Why did I say that? Why didn't I push back? Ask why she needed time when we'd been building a life together for 3 years. The question gnawed at me as I sank onto an enormous leather couch, the one we'd picked out together at that overpriced furniture store, laughing about how we'd be fancy now. The room was too quiet without her. No clatter of her keys on the counter, no hum of her singing off-key while she cooked. Just the faint tick of the wall clock and the buzz of my phone, which I hadn't dared to check since she left for a walk after dropping her bombshell. I pictured her out there, her scarf fluttering in the autumn wind, her dark hair catching the streetlights. Was she thinking of me? Or was she already slipping away, into a future I wasn't part of? I replayed the moment she'd said it, searching for clues. We'd been eating breakfast. Pancakes, her favorite. She'd been quiet, her fork poking at the syrup-soaked mess on her plate. I thought she was just tired. She'd been working late at the gallery, curating that new exhibit. But then her eyes met mine, and they weren't soft like usual. They were guarded, like she was hiding something. "Ben, I love you," she'd started, and my heart had lifted, expecting some sweet confession. Instead, she'd said she wasn't ready, that she needed space, that she wanted me to wait, as if my love was a bookmark she could tuck into a page and pick up later. I should have seen it coming. There were signs, weren't there? The late nights at work that stretched apparato stretched longer each week. The unanswered texts that I'd brushed off as her being busy. The way she'd pull away from my touch sometimes, claiming she was just tired. I told myself it was stress, her demanding job, our long-distance fights about moving in together. But now those moments felt like puzzle pieces I'd refused to fit together. My phone buzzed again and my stomach twisted. It was her. A single word, "Sorry." I stared at the screen, my thumb hovering over the reply button. What could I say? Sorry for breaking my heart? Sorry for leaving me to drown in questions? I tossed the phone onto the couch, my hands shaking. I didn't trust myself to respond. Not yet. I wandered to the window, the city lights blurring into streaks of gold and red. I thought of the first time we met at a friend's art show. Lena had been standing by a painting, her head tilted, her lips pursed like she was solving a mystery. I'd asked her what she thought of it and she'd said, "It's trying too hard to be profound." I'd laughed and we'd talked for hours, the room fading around us. She was sharp, passionate, alive in a way that made everyone else feel dull. I fell hard fast and she seemed to fall too. But now doubt crept in like a thief. Had she ever really been mine? I thought of her friend Mark, the gallery owner with the easy smile and too many late-night meetings with her. I'd never worried about him before, but now his name felt like a splinter in my mind. Was she with him now? Was that why she needed time? I grabbed my coat and headed out, needing air, needing answers. The streets were slick with rain, the air sharp with the scent of wet leaves. I walked to the gallery, my heart pounding with every step. The lights were still on, the glass door revealing a warm glow inside. I saw her silhouette through the window arranging a sculpture. She looked focused, beautiful, untouchable. I pushed the door open, the bell jingling like a warning. She looked up, startled, her eyes wide. "Ben? What are you doing here?" My throat tightened. "We need to talk." She set the sculpture down, her hands trembling slightly. "I didn't expect you to come here." "Yeah, well, I didn't expect you to tell me to wait," I said, my voice sharper than I meant. "What's going on, Lena? Really?" She crossed her arms, her gaze dropping to the floor. "I told you I'm not ready." It's not you. That's not an answer." I stepped closer, the space between us electric with tension. "You owe me the truth. Is there someone else?" Her head snapped up, her eyes flashing with something. Guilt? Anger? "You think I'm cheating?" "I don't know what to think." My voice cracked and I hated how vulnerable I sounded. You're pulling away and I'm supposed to just wait? For what? For you to decide if I'm enough. Her lips parted but no words came. The silence was deafening, heavier than the air in our apartment. Then she whispered, "It's Mark." The world tilted. My knees felt weak but I forced myself to stand tall. "Mark? Your boss." She nodded, tears welling in her eyes. "It's not what you think. It's complicated. I didn't mean for it to happen." "Didn't mean for what to happen?" My voice was low, dangerous. "Say it, Lena." She swallowed hard. "We kissed. Once. A few weeks ago. It was a mistake but I can't stop thinking about it. I'm confused, Ben. I love you but I don't know if it's enough." The room spun. A kiss. A mistake. But it wasn't just a kiss. It was a crack in everything we'd built. "And you let me sit there planning our future while you were what? Falling for him." "I'm not falling for him," she cried, stepping toward me. "I'm trying to figure it out. I didn't want to hurt you." "Too late," I said, backing away. "You should have told me. Instead, you let me believe we were fine." She reached for me but I shook my head. "Don't. Just don't." I turned and walked out, the bell jingling behind me. The rain stung my face, mixing with the tears I hadn't realized were falling. I thought of the ring in my drawer, the promises we'd made, the life I'd imagined. It was all slipping away and I couldn't stop it. Back home I sat on the couch, the ring in my hand. It felt heavier now, like it carried the weight of my broken heart. I thought of her words, her tears, her confusion. She wasn't a villain. She was human, flawed, lost. But that didn't make it hurt less. I wanted to hate her but I couldn't. Not yet. I typed a message. "I can't wait forever, Lena. Figure it out." I hit send, my heart pounding. Then I set the ring on the coffee table. Its sparkle dulled by the truth. I'd wait but not for long. I deserved more than a maybe. The clock ticked on, each second a reminder that some promises, no matter how much you love someone, can't be kept.